and welcome to my Google Classroom Demo Student Check. I'm going to go through and check my Dropbox assignment and submit the Word document up on that. And I'm going to go through and complete the quiz that I had made. So I have my class here. I'm logged in as my demo student. I can see that I have my new assignments here. So it looks good to me. I posted a new assignment, week 1 Dropbox. I'm going to click into this. So perfect, it's already walking me through what to do because a lot of my students miss out on that. My rubric that I made is right here. I could click into the rubric and see all the descriptions on what I need to do in order to meet this requirement for this assignment. Which is super nice that it's right there automatically. It's a super easy system to see. I have my Google Doc over here that I would have to click into. And then I'm going to type answer here to submit. And when I'm done, there's actually a turn in button up here that I can click automatically. And it says one attachment will be submitted, and I can just hit turn in. Private comments are directly to my teacher, so I'm just going to say, hi, I'm done. That sounds like what my 3rd graders would do. And I can always unsubmit it. Now, this is where it gets tricky, is that if you are a teacher and I see that you have submitted it, but you didn't mean to, you actually have to go back in and unsubmit it. The teacher can't really do anything with that. So I wanted to check that. I'm going to go back to the different class, and I'm going to go through and do this quiz. So I can always create a file to anything and mark it as done. So this is something that's super important to do. So I'm going to take the quiz first. So I'm going to see how this looks. So once again, your email is required. So I'm going to actually type my email in here because you guys already know my email. And then I have to go through this quiz. So as you guys remember, I did randomize the question sets. So this looks all good here because I'm getting this matching question earlier in this quiz. So the only problem with this is your name is separate. So this taught me that I need to make a section just for my name so that the section couldn't be reordered in this because a section would have to go first. So duly noted for that part. So I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. I'm hungry. This test is a piece of cake. This test was easy. And as you guys saw this notice pop up if I didn't answer all the questions. So in here, I would say, see, this is the other problem. This would have to be locked as well before the randomized section. So you would have to have a new section with this video in it. See, I'm learning a lot from the demo student. That's what this is supposed to be for. So I'm just going to type in some sentences here. I woke up. I went to school because that's about what I would get probably. I can always watch the video, so it does pop up for the kids to see, and they watch it that way. But like I said, I don't like that it didn't keep it in the order. And then the best conventions, this one, and then I have my options to send me a copy of my responses. I'm going to submit. Perfect. I can always open the assignment back up so that I can see it, which is perfect because a lot of my students forget to do this and they mark it as done because the quiz will not automatically tell me you're done unless you mark it as you're done. All right, and that is my check with my demo student, but I'm actually going to toggle back over here, and this is what it looks like for the professor. So I'm going to go back to mine, and I'm going to update my page, and I should have a new assignment here. Look, I have my comment, hi, I'm done, and I have the turned in. So I have one demo student turned in, the other one has not yet. I can open up the assignment document. Obviously, this is the first time I'm doing it on this computer. So you get all of the announcements. So type here to submit. So this is what the student did. I could grade that, you know, based on the rubric. And so I could literally type in here the rubric, and then it will change my grade. So at first I put a 4, and I clicked in, and if you need a reminder of what it was, you're like, oh yeah, I think they met some of their requirements. And you could go through and you could reply back to the student, you could return the submission, you could return multiple. I'm just going to return this one to the student. Perfect. And then I'm going to go back, and I have to exit out of that. I'm going to go back and look at the quiz. So I see here the student work. I can type in an answer. So this is where it gets a little tricky. So you have to go back into the quiz as the instructor. So if I just click on it, I'm not going to get to see this. So you actually have to go back into the form as you were editing it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up now. All right, so all I did was go back into my Google Drive and pull up the form. So this is something that I don't necessarily enjoy doing because I wish it was on the screen. But if I click here, I'm going to get the quiz that the students see because that is what is published. So I have to go back in here. As you can see, I have a response. This is what it looks like automatically. So you have the summary of the points. You can go by question or you can go by individual. I prefer to go by individual student. So it labels it by the email first. So if you weren't doing the name, my battery's dying, ignore that. If you weren't doing the name, you could just go by email. And then you're going to go through and you're going to name, give grade to. I always hit save. And then it bumps you back up to the top, which is also kind of annoying. So this response wouldn't really warrant much. I might say 2 points out of 10 because that didn't do a very good job. And if I wanted to add, feedback, I could say watch the feedback video and try again because it automatically said that it didn't do well. And the feedback for this one, I'm going to say needs more steps. But that would be optional that you could do. So I'm just checking these answers. It looks good. I'm going to hit save. And then up here in the corner, I can see how many points the student got. It was only 6, and it's locked right now. The score was not released. So in order for the student to get their score back, you have to hit yes, release, email, respondents. My kids love to go back in and see what they got. So that is just kind of the quality check on Google Classroom for the students. Thanks for watching.